everyone, how are we today? Just doing a quick all signs check-in today. As I did put on the community post, I won't actually be doing full weekly readings this week. So I am doing this all signs sort of check-in reading to see if there's anything important that you do need to know about this week. We will also have the shadow work reading on Thursday, so keep an eye out for that for the full moon. Okay. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. Really helps the channel grow, I should say, and glow, of course, and keep on going. Yes, bringing you these readings. It does take a lot of time and energy to bring these to you, so I do really appreciate all that support, guys. But I wouldn't do it, if I didn't want to be here as well. So I am a non-monetized channel, so it's all coming from, the love in my heart. So I hope that you guys feel that and, that you guys do, get the benefit of that with these readings as well. Okay, but today I am going to be using the Seeker's Lenormand. This is a deck that is part of a trilogy. It does have a tarot and an oracle deck that do go with it, but today we are just using the Lenormand, the Seeker's Lenormand. For anyone who is interested, it pairs with the Earthbound Oracle as well as the Wooden Tarot. Okay, so the Seeker's Lenormand there. I also have the Telepathy Oracle cards just to do a bit of a love check-in for you as well. Okay, so as always, I will be taking timestamps. They will be in the description box, as is all my other info. If you want a personal reading, anything like that. But starting off today, we have Aries. Okay, so looking for Aries. Aries, checking in for Aries energy. What does Aries need to know about right now? What's going on for Aries? What does Aries need to know, please? Whoa. These cards don't normally throw like that. Oh, that's a good one to throw, Aries. Although, okay, I am seeing a clear message straight away here. So I just want to see why that's important for Aries to know about that, or any more specifics you want to share about that, please. What's going on with that for Aries? Aries. What is going on? The first part of the message we have for you here, we have the fish energy. Okay, so that is the card of money, the abundance, the finances card. But we do also see the mouse coming through with that. Okay, so we are directly seeing some sort of financial loss for you at the moment here, Aries. Unfortunately, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I am getting the energy that this is an avoidable loss, and that's why it's coming through in the message for you today, Aries, that this is a loss that can be avoided. This is it does feel like here we have the dog clarifying that, as well as the book. So with both of those, I am actually picking up this energy from somebody else around you who may be attributing to this financial loss. So it's kind of like for some of you, I'm picking up, because we do have the book there as well. So it's picking up on if you're relying on a friend to do the books, so to speak, for your business or whatever that may be, helping you financially. If you do have somebody helping you financially, they may be the problem here, is what I'm kind of picking up, because the problem does seem to be coming from a friend rather than, well, it's obviously your issue, your financial loss that we're looking at here, or for some of you, it may not be an out-and-out loss. It may just be stress. Okay, but I with that mouse energy there, right next to your financial card, I do feel it important to let you know that, not only can that be a loss or stress, but it can also be somebody sort of putting their little fingers in the pie a little bit here, so it can be something being taken from you as well. So you may be lending money to a friend and not receiving that back, that kind of energy. Somebody may actually be stealing money from you, Aries. Somebody may be giving you, bad financial advice, or, like I said, with that book energy there, that they may be actually, helping you with your financials, helping you, do the books, add up all the figures, and they may be adding something up incorrectly, and it's resulting in you losing money in some kind of a way, or losing out financially, losing potential money for some of you here as well. So it's something that definitely needs to be looked at here. And like I said, it does seem to have a strong connection to this friend. Okay. So if you do have a friend that is somehow financially connected to you, making sure you're double checking everything yourself, and, maybe getting second advice for those sorts of things too. If you're, relying on somebody's advice or help, maybe getting a second opinion kind of thing. Just advice for Aries with this situation this week, please. Advice for Aries with this situation this week, please. So with the book, it definitely could have something to do with your accounts, the books. It could be paperwork somehow. Your advice is to focus on looking after yourself. We have the tree and the cross here. Okay, so maybe taking on a little bit more of the financial burdens yourself, rather than allowing, other people to help you with those, or with the advice type of thing, researching your own sort of stuff, learning more, educating yourself a little bit more about how to carry these financial burdens and how to deal with that yourself, rather than relying on friends to help you. You know, there is this element of having faith that everything will kind of work itself out here, but you do need to approach this very maturely, and very muchly focused on taking care of yourself first and foremost. So in the situation where you may be lending money to a friend, don't lend money to a friend if you can't afford to lose that money, because you need to be able to take care of yourself first and foremost here, Aries. Okay, but doing a quick love check-in for you, Aries. Okay, Aries. Checking in for Aries on love and romance. What does Aries need to know in regards to love? Okay, we have spirit coming through here. So, your spirit, your intuition is, the universe is trying to get some messages through to you at the moment, Aries. It does say your spirit is about to be subliminated, which does sort of evoke the element of, everything that you kind of want, that sublime happiness, and all that sort of stuff with love. You are moving towards that. So it's a little bit more about having faith in love around yourself here as well. We do see strength coming through here, Aries. The power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. So, if you want that sublime beauty in love, allow yourself to be drawn into that connection, because there is a strong connection here between you and somebody, with that strength card, and you probably do feel this magnetic attraction to this person already, and there's a reason that you're feeling that for this person. Okay, so listen to that. Okay, Aries, so that's what we have for you. You're more than welcome to check your other placements as well, but we will move on over to Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Checking in on Taurus. What does Taurus need to know right now? What's going on for Taurus? What does Taurus need to know? Steady as she goes, Taurus. We have the anchor coming through first here. One more for Taurus, please. What does Taurus need to know, please? Oh, okay, two then. Oh, okay. the hidden energy on the bottom, we do see the star. Okay, so there are wishes, you know, hidden at the moment. They are a little bit hidden at the moment, but I do feel as though by the end of the week, these wishes that you have in the back of your mind, you know, in that secret kind of energy there, they will come to the surface a little bit more toward the end of the week here. We do firstly have the anchor, like I said. So, you know, I'm getting this very much steady as she goes, you know, just keep, you know, slogging away kind of energy, dependable, reliable kind of energy. You know, it's kind of this energy of, you know, nothing horrible, nothing great. You know, no news is good news. Things are steady at the moment. There's, you know, we are starting this week off pretty steady and even keeled. I'm getting. We do have the birds coming through here, which is a conversation of importance coming through this week. And the reason that that is going to be of importance is because it does bring through a lot of change. We have the scythe here. So the scythe does talk about, you know, a sudden break free or a sudden change, unexpected changes occurring. It's kind of like, oh, we're going to pick up that anchor and we're going to set sail again, keep moving again. So, you know, you have been in this sort of steady energy, but then this conversation comes through and it picks up that anchor and gets things moving again. So there is definitely a lot of movement coming. It's just not quite hitting as of yet, but it's definitely coming, and it's going to be very unexpected when it does come. This bird's energy shows us that it may actually be coming from, you know, an important conversation. There may be an important conversation about something that where it's kind of like, well, let's pick up and go. Let's pick up and go to this. You know, so it might be something like that for a lot of you here. But it does end up with the sun energy here. Okay, so this is where things come to the surface and sort of start to get revealed. It's bringing you back into alignment with those true wishes and desires. And there is a lot of happiness with the sun as well. So these are happy changes. Okay, we do see you moving towards happy changes being revealed for you here. For some of you, it may be the energy of something that you thought was, you know, anchored and stopped that is now, whew, bang, moving into the happy zone, into the wishes being revealed for that situation. Okay, but we'll have a quick look at love. Taurus, what's going on for Taurus with love? What does Taurus need to know in regards to love, please? Oh, I just had that same card for Aries. We do have the Strength card coming through here. The power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. So I do feel as though that's just in general for you, Taurus, that if you are feeling very attracted to something, or, you know, you're feeling like just totally drawn to something this week and you're not really sure why, follow that intuition, because it is taking you, you know, to there's a strong connection to something coming through. For some of you, it may not be a person here. It may just be a situation that's happening in your life that you're being very drawn to. We also do have observe. Notice all the noteworthy things in your relationships. Okay, so once again, I'm not getting a strong love message here, but it's all about paying attention to, you know, the things of importance and the things that, you know, make you happy about all your relationships, your friendships, your family relationships, love relationships, if you do have those connections. Paying attention to the things, you know, that are noteworthy in those connections. It's kind of just this energy of, you know, the more you're paying attention to the good, positive things about those connections, the more you're drawing that energy back to yourself once again. In love relationships as well. Okay, so if you're looking at, like, for example, if you're looking at you know, a relationship with a friend and you're like, oh wow, that friend is so supportive, you know, it's going to help draw that supportive, positive energy towards you with love connections as well, because you're kind of telling the universe, oh, see that friend, they're so supportive. I really love and appreciate that person's support and the way that they support me. So you're more likely to get that same energy come towards you in love as well. It's manifestation 101, guys. But that's what we have for you, Taurus. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and I will move on over to Gemini. Okay, Gemini. Checking in on our Geminis. What does Gemini need to know right now? What does Gemini need to know right now? And one more. Where does this... One more for Gemini, please. What aspect of life is this for Gemini, please? What aspect of life is this for our Geminis, please? Okay. Looking at your money, Gemini, that's what we've got for the aspect of your life. So we're looking at your financial aspects, your for some of you maybe more specifically career work stuff, but others of you this may just be general wealth abundance in your life. But we do see the lily coming through first, followed by the crossroads. Okay, so with those two cards, you are sort of starting to make some long-term decisions this week, some decisions this week, some choices this week that are going to affect you long term. Okay, so it's kind of this energy of like investments and those sorts of things. If you're making that decision to invest this week, that's going to affect you long term. We do have the birds coming through next. So there is some conversations of importance here. So for some of you, this may be deciding to have a conversation about, where is this going financially? What can we do with this situation? Is it time to, make this move with the business? Is it time to change careers? Having those sorts of conversations, because we do see the coffin rounding that out there, which is endings that bring new beginnings. So for some of you, you're having these conversations and making these decisions where it's like, maybe I need to end something in my life, end something for myself financially in order to have a new beginning financially where it's going to pay off a lot more long term for me. So if you are in just the example I keep getting given here, Gemini, is somebody who's feeling like they're in a bit of a dead end kind of job, and you're kind of making this decision this week to, or at least not necessarily making the decision, but you're at least starting to have that talk with yourself about this possible decision of like, oh, I feel like I'm in a dead end job. It's not going to take me anywhere. There's nowhere to go, financially from here. Do I want to be making this money for the rest of my life? No, I want to, make more than this. I want to go into a job where, there's opportunity to progress and earn more. So I might start talking to myself about, what's that going to look like for me? What do I need to do in order to, end this situation that I'm in and move forward into a new beginning somewhere else that's going to work out a lot better for me long term. Okay, so that's what we're seeing for you, Gemini. We'll do a quick love check-in as well. Gemini, checking in on Gemini with love this week. What's going on for Gemini with love and romance? Firstly, we have the maze energy. Even if you feel lost, there's always a way through the maze. Okay, so I do feel that for a lot of you, because you're having these conversations with yourself in your general life about, where am I going? What am I doing? You may be feeling lost in other areas of your life, but know that, there's always a way through. There's always a way through. It's just a matter of taking a step. And do you know what? If you cannot find that exit, with a maze, you just climb over the hedges or whatever, smash your way through those hedges, make your own path. Okay. Synchronicity. Divine soul matches have amazing moments of synchronicity. Okay, so for some of you here, there's something being shown to you in a person, a connection that you do have, where you are starting to notice synchronous moments with this person. And that's kind of a bit of an indication to you that this is a divine soul match. Okay, Gemini, so pay attention to the synchronicities at the moment, especially when they're connected with a specific person. All right. But you're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and I will move on over to our Cancers. Okay, Cancer. Cancer. Checking in on Cancer. What does Cancer need to know right now? What does Cancer need to know right now? How will Cancer know who this person is, please? Or is this Cancer? Clarify this person in Cancer's reading, please. Okay, so firstly we have the Rider and the Fox. Okay, so you see the little mouse riding the snail. So usually the Rider is a very fast energy, but with this particular deck, it is a bit of a slower energy. But I feel like when we're seeing it as, you know, good news on the way to you here, I feel like it's more along the lines of, you know, rather than, you know, coming in quickly, it's kind of telling us to think things through carefully, okay, before rushing into anything, especially with that fox there. The fox is about, you know, the way that you survive and what you need to do in order to survive here. I do feel as though for a lot of you, this may be connected to somebody else around you. The fox usually is somebody else in your energy, although I am seeing the clouds here as well. So, you know, the clouds and the fox having similar here, a very logical, rational thought process kind of thing. So, you know, if somebody is bringing news to your doorstep, it's kind of like that they've thought this through. And they've thought about this maybe for a long time. They've thought this through, or they're thinking this through in a very kind of clever kind of way. All right, this has got to do with the way somebody's sort of thinking through the way they're presenting something. So it's kind of this energy of like, for example, like somebody posting something on social media. And, you know, when you look at that, you could just look at that and go, oh, that's a funny meme, moving on. But then, you know, if you know that person a little bit and you listen to your intuition, you're like, hang on, that they posted that at a specific person. You know what I mean? Like it may be you in that scenario where you're realizing, hang on, are they having a dig at me by posting that? Are they trying to have, you know, are they trying to say something to me? It's that kind of energy that I'm getting here, that somebody is kind of like, there's a thought process behind something at the moment, but the way that it's coming through, because the next card I do have is the Child. So it is coming through as it's like maybe a little bit immature. This person is being a little bit immature and trying to push a new beginning. It's one or the other here. For some of you, it may be that this person is just being selfish and immature, but for others of you, this person is trying to sort of spur on some sort of new beginning. For themselves, though, they are still thinking very muchly of themselves, because clarifying who this person is, we have the Tower. Okay, and so the Tower does talk about somebody who is, once again, it's echoing that fox energy of somebody very self-absorbed. When it's both of those cards, they're very into their own space. They may, you know, even be to the point where they're very introverted and isolate themselves quite a lot. Definitely could be somebody older than you or from your past, from the foundation of your life. So, from your childhood or from, the longer term past of your life here. Someone that you may have known for quite a long time. Kind of the foundation of your life. This person has been there. So with the child energy too, it may be a parental type figure. Maybe somebody you've known since you were a child, that kind of thing. But it just feels as though this person is being a little bit trying to get a message across without saying anything, if that kind of makes sense. They are trying to show off or tell you something without explicitly telling you. Okay, because it's kind of a little bit, they're trying to play mind games a little bit here with this. So if you do see something because I am getting specifically it's a post on social media. I am hearing that specifically, that it's a post on social media, and you kind of go, oh, hang on, are they trying to say something to me? Yes, they are. Okay, so if that's something that you're coming across this week, yes, that is probably aimed at you, Cancer. Okay, so it does feel like a little bit childish and like they're playing games, right? It's not just coming to your face and saying, look, I have a problem with this or that. There's no communication about it. It's just, Cancer, checking in for Cancer with love and romance. What's going on for Cancer with love and romance, please? Maybe this is why we have the twin flame card. Twin flames themselves contain an aspect of each other's personality. So, if this is somebody that you are in a romantic connection with that is doing this social media stuff this week, Cancer, it's because they are your twin flame and you guys mirror each other and you have triggered them, because it's something that reminds, it mirrors their own behavior back at them or the way that they've reacted to something. There's a mirroring aspect there between the two of you. So for others of you where that's not the case, you do have a twin flame energy in your energy here, and they can be very triggering, because it's very, mirroring energy. It's like something triggers you about this person, it's because that may hold an aspect of yourself, or you may, it may trigger the way that you react to certain things and whatnot as well. So, but we do also see the spirit energy. Your spirit is about to be subliminated. So, I do feel like with that energy here, that for those of you who are not in contact with your twin flame and you know who it is, you are about to reunite with this person, or come back, or, have some sort of communication with this person. But just be aware, I am picking up on this mirroring energy once again. So be aware of that energy, because, even though you may come back into contact with this person, you may sort of trigger each other a little bit in the process. All right, or maybe that's why we're coming back into contact, because someone's posting silly things on socials, and it's triggering you to message them. Did you mean this about me? Like, it's kind of just giving that kind of energy a little bit here, Cancer. So it may be, and it may be the other way around too, swap it as necessary. You maybe are posting something that they are reacting to, that kind of thing. So yeah, interesting. With that being said, I do feel like for a lot of you that, yes, they're watching your social media. Or you may be watching that person's social media, because I keep getting the same messages about social media coming through here. Okay, but you're more than welcome to cross-watch their sign, or, your other placements, of course. Moving over to our Leos. Okay, Leo. Checking in on Leo. What's going on for our Leos, please? Leo, what's going on for Leo? Bit of a rough week for you, is it, Leo? We see both the moon and the clouds coming out first, which is, emotional sensitivities, especially in your thoughts. You're overthinking things. Okay, so there's maybe some emotions running high this week, and you really, it sets you off into this, overthinking energy where you're feeling so emotional that you just start overthinking every little thing, all the things they said running through your head. That's what I'm getting here for you, Leo, because we do also have the dog, which is most likely a friendship, somebody that, a companion in your life. It may not necessarily be a friend, but it's somebody that you probably spend a lot of time with. And we do see the whip as well. So it does appear that you're having, there may have been like a bit of a verbal argument with this person this week. You may just having a bit of trouble, tension with somebody, a bit of a fight with somebody. It's just kind of that sort of energy where, you're just in a bit of conflict, and it sets you off, emotionally, and triggers all this overthinking, which leads you to even more anxiety and more emotions, getting flared up. So it does feel just like you're overthinking every little thing somebody has said. It may not have even been an out and out argument or anything like that, but it's kind of this energy of, you can't stop thinking about something someone has said, and did they mean this? Did they mean that? What does that mean? It's just that sort of energy. Advice for Leo here. Advice for Leo with this situation, please. Any choices we have the crossroad and the star here, Leo. So any choices, when you're doing your little crazy overthinking, when you're getting a little bit emotional, really, really think about, rather than overthinking what's happened and what does that mean and what did they say, really think about, the path that you want to follow with this person long term. Okay, like the stars really does talk about your wishes and your desires, your hope and your optimism. So what do you want from this relationship? Do you want to continue this relationship? Is this person important enough for you to get past this and continue a relationship? What is the desired outcome for you with this connection? Because that is what you need to choose. That's the path you need to follow. Rather than allowing yourself to overthink everything, if this is a relationship that you desire to fix and you want this to work as a long-term relationship, decide to talk about it, to decide to, confront them about this, that sort of stuff. Decide to, let it slide, let it go. If this is something that, I don't know if I care anymore, just choose to block them. It's kind of making some choices dependent on what you want the long-term outcome of this connection to be, and then make your choice from that. Okay, so rather than thinking about the problem and what's happened and what happened yesterday and what they said and blah, blah, blah. Think about, what do I want the outcome to be? What do I want? Where do I desire this to lead us? So do I need to resolve this, or can I let this go and just block this person? That kind of energy as your advice there, Leo. What about love for our Leos? Love and romance for Leo, please. Love and romance for Leo. Illusion, Leo. Avoid the trap of mistaking fantasy for real soul connection. So I do feel that for some of you, this is talking about this same thing, where it's, not allowing your illusion to, not allowing yourself to be disillusioned about this situation, to see it for what it is, and to rather than overthinking it, to understand that maybe the illusion is you overthinking it a little bit, because the more that you overthink things, the more that you cloud your own judgment here. So that's why I feel like it's asking you to, look at the desired outcomes. So if this is a real soul connection, look at the path that you want this to take, rather than allowing yourself to sort of spiral out of control with your thoughts, because that's what's creating the illusions around this situation. This person, it may just have been a miscommunication, I'm kind of getting here, Leo. We do also have the heart coming through, though. You start to feel your heart beat faster as they get closer. So I do feel as though there is somebody in your energy, with love and relationships, romance here. For a lot of you, you have maybe not even met this person yet, but with that card, it does sort of show us the energy of it's slowly speeding up. It's slowly getting here. So even if you are in a connection, it's slowly speeding up. Your heart's starting to beat faster. The connection is starting to beat faster, beat stronger. But for those of you who haven't yet met this person, it's getting there. It's getting there. Okay, it's slowly speeding up to the time where, bang, here it is. All right. So have faith, Leo. Have faith. We're getting there. Okay, but that's what we have for you. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe, and I will move on over to our Virgos. Virgo, checking in on Virgo. Checking in on our Virgos. What's going on for Virgo, please? Wow, this is a very interesting message here, Virgo. Just clarify that. Just clarify those first two cards for Virgo, please. Just clarify those first two cards for Virgo. Okay, so firstly we have the Stork coming through with the Cross. Okay, so I can read these quite a few ways. There is a few meanings here, Virgo, but the one that's most emphasized with the Stork stirs things up. Okay, and then the Cross occasionally can talk about burdens that you're carrying, like your cross to bear. Something that, because I'm picking up an energy of sacrifice a little bit here as well, that you've sacrificed something in the past. That was clarified by the lily. So it's like something that was long-term in your life and very, very connected to you emotionally, had to be sacrificed for I'm getting for the greater good, or that stirring up that the burdens that you carry around that, the emotion, around your deep emotions that you've carried for a long time. Then we do have the Whip, followed by the Key. So it's kind of like finding success through trials and tribulations, I'm kind of getting here, Virgo. That you had to have something stirred up in your life emotionally. It needed to be sacrificed for the greater good of your own success, for the greater good of your opportunities coming through for you in the future. So I feel as though this is feeling like the Stork and the Cross is feeling like past energy, whereas the Whip and the Key, not so much the Whip, but the Key definitely is more present future energy. So I think, like, for a lot of you, this is something that, with the lily clarifying what that is in the past there, it's something that, you've carried very close to your heart emotionally for a very long time. You may have felt very burdened by something emotionally for a very long time. You may have been in conflict, punishing yourself over the way something has ended or happened in the past. You may have been fighting this for a very long time, fighting this burden, fighting allowing this to be sacrificed, which is, I'm getting that sacrifice energy. So it does feel as though it's like you had to let go of something in order to move forwards here, in order to stir up that change for yourself. Because stirring up change and letting go and moving on from, punishing yourself over this, releasing that burden you've been carrying emotionally is directly leading to your success. It's directly leading to you opening brand new opportunities up for yourself that, very successful opportunities for yourself. So something that you've had to let go of in the past, or you maybe still have been in a little bit of conflict with yourself about letting go of that. It's kind of letting you know it's worth it. Okay. It's worth sacrificing that to the past in order to move forwards with success. And the key is, one of the most positive energies in the deck. So you really are opening yourself up to a lot of new opportunities in the future, as provided that you allow this to go. Release the burden. Have faith that there was a reason that happened and that you needed to go through that conflict. It's all leading you to success in the long term. Okay. But we'll have a look at love for you here, Virgo. Virgo, what's going on for Virgo with love and romance? Virgo, love and romance for our Virgos. Tree. Tell the tree what you really think. Very earthy energy there, Virgo, for one of the earth signs. I love it. So it's like really the final release of all this energy and digging down deep within yourself in order to take care of yourself in the long term. This is healing. This is growth. Okay. Releasing those feelings for it's time to release all those burdens that you've been carrying. Even if you have to go and talk to a tree, maybe for a lot of you, Virgo, grounding your energy may be really useful for you as well. But definitely seeing new opportunities in love as well. We have Cupid coming through here. Love is in the air when Cupid is around. So definitely some new love opportunities for you. Even if you are in a connection already, there is this newness to it, okay, where you've got some new opportunities to connect in that love connection as well. A lot more energy of being able to connect to love just in general for you here, Virgo. Okay, but you're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe, and I will move on to our Libra. Okay, Libra, checking in on Libra. What's going on with our Libra? Libra, what's going on for Libra, please? Libra. Looks good for you, Libra. Firstly, we have the Rider, followed by the Fish. Okay, so with those two cards, straight away, we do see there is some incoming good news with your finances. Okay, so for a lot of you, it's got to do with a financial commitment or cycle, because we do see the ring coming through next as well. So, it may specifically be some sort of financial commitment that you have, and there is some sort of good news coming through in regard to that. I am feeling paperwork. The Rider doesn't necessarily you know, it's normally someone coming through with good news, but in this case, it kind of feels like paperwork coming to you with kind of good news that, you know, that's finally paid off. That commitment has, you know, that cycle has ended. You no longer have to keep paying the higher rate, or you're entering another cycle where you're now able to, you know, I am getting things like, you know, connected to home loans specifically, because we do have the home card as well. So I do feel like for a lot of you, this may be sort of good news about a certain cycle having finished with your mortgage or your home loan, that kind of thing. So it's kind of this good news, Libra. You're now able to borrow on your home loan, or you finally paid off this, you know, you finally paid something off, or something like that. It may be very directly to do with your home, or you may, some of you may be even getting good news. You are able to, you know, go ahead with those home renovations. Here's the money for that, and those sorts of things. Or like, good news, the finances you've committed to the home have paid off. The home is now worth more money, those kinds of things. I am specifically getting for that. That's pretty much all I'm getting through for that message for you. You know, for others of you, it may be, you know, if you don't have a home loan, and you're renting or those sorts of things, it may be, you know, an offer of a new commitment, that, oh look, you've got the finances to pay a bond for a new place, or you're able to now afford a nicer place, or you know, you're getting your bond back, or you know, all sorts of things along those sorts of lines. I do feel for a lot of you, it maybe even be bills related to the home. So you know, oh, you've overpaid your electricity bill, here's $100 bonus, and those sorts of things, you know. I am getting all those sorts of things to do with some sort of cycle, contract, commitment that you've made financially, specifically related to your home. There is good news on the way in regard to that. So no complaints there, Libra. Sounds good. Let me know in the comments if you know what that's in regard to. I get very intrigued to see how things play out in all different ways, you know, for people, because, you know, I'm hearing home loans and things like that, but, you know, when it comes to the way it's actually playing out for you personally, maybe slight differences there. Like I said, especially if you're renting or things like that, but some of you, I feel, are going to know straight away what that is. Okay, and you're kind of like, I've been waiting for this news. Checking in on Libra for love and romance for Libra. Whoa. Okay, Libra, we have focus on value, focus on things of value in your love relationships. Okay, so focusing on the things that, you know, mean the most to you when it comes to love and connection, and valuing those things about your partner, about your connections, or what you would value in a partner, in a connection. Because we do have moment coming through as well. Think of a special moment that brought you and your partner a lot of joy. So for some of you, that's one of the things that you value. Obviously, that's those special little moments between yourself and your partner. For those of you who are single, you know, think of, you know, little moments that would really, you know, even in your past relationships, think of the little things, the little moments where, oh, you got home from work and your partner got a coffee ready for you and things like that. And you really valued those little things, or, you know, whatever that is in your experience there. You know, paying attention and having gratitude for those things that you have valued in the past does help you, you know, receive more of those things in the future. And for some of you, it's really, I am getting, for some of you with a partner, there's this, the need to let your partner know, look, I really value those little moments. Okay, so it may be, or maybe for some of you, the reverse, and your partner is letting you know about something that they really value about your connection. I'm also hearing a Libra asking their partner, what do you value most? So, you know, go for it, Libra. It's coming through in your energy. So that's what we have for you. You are more than welcome to check your other placements. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll move over to our Scorpios. Scorpio, checking in on Scorpio. What is going on for our Scorpios, please? Scorpio, what does Scorpio need to know? What's going on for Scorpio, please? I don't know why I'm getting told that other message there. For some reason, I'm just being told, and I don't even know what the stone is, but I'm being asked to show you this. It's a little love heart stone. It's blue, and it's got a line through the center of the heart. So it's like the two halves of love, the two halves of your heart here, Scorpio. And it feels a little bit rough to the touch. I think it might be blue adventurine, however you say that. But it is like a pale blue and then a dark blue stripe. And it does feel a little bit rough on the surface. I feel like this is something for you specifically here, Scorpio. There's something about feeling a little bit rough on the surface when it comes to love. I feel the need to, before I get into your main message here, what are the cards for Scorpio with love? What's going on for Scorpio with love, please? Love and romance for Scorpio. I'm also seeing, I feel like it may be a love message in the main bulk of your message here as well, Scorpio. I feel like we may be looking at love for you. Yeah. Yeah, okay, because we have illusion coming through first here. Avoid the trap of mistaking fantasy for real soul connection. So I feel like this is what's happened in the past, is that you've kind of been swept up in this fantasy of love, rather than understanding that sometimes love is a bit rough and uneven, and it's left you heartbroken. It's left you feeling as though your heart's been split in two here. But there's an illusion that you're needing to sort of see through, that the reason that never worked out, Scorpio, is because that wasn't a real soul connection. That wasn't what love is supposed to be. You deserve more than that. And, you know, even though you feel a little bit rough on the surface, you feel like, oh, my heart's been a little bit battered and bruised. It's time, Scorpio. It's time to open your heart to love again. Okay? Just because you've suffered illusion in the past with love and disillusionment when it comes to love in the past, it doesn't mean that, like, that's a perfect heart. That's all one piece. It's not broken. Yeah, it may have a scar right running down the center of it. It may be a little bit rough, but it's whole. And, you know, blue is a very calming, healing sort of color too. So it's time, Scorpio, to allow yourself to come back, you know, bring the two halves of your heart back into wholeness, into union with yourself and with somebody else. The union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. There is someone in your energy here, a divine soul counterpart. So it's not anything like that past connection. It's a divine soul counterpart. It's coming into union with yourself so that you can come into union with this person. Okay, I do feel I am specifically talking to single Scorpios today. So if you are in a current connection, maybe check one of your other placements, probably your moon sign being so close to the full moon here. I do also feel that for a lot of you may actually identify as more masculine elements too, because of what I'm seeing here in the main spread. We do have the garden coming through firstly. That's my date card. It's time to go out there and meet people. Okay, get social. be positive when it comes to romance and dating and whatnot. This is getting out and about and meeting people, spending time in public, you know, getting to know people, getting to know yourself all over again, but choosing to put your thoughts towards the feminine energy, the emotional nurturing stuff. So even if you're not someone who dates feminine energy, and I'm not talking about female male here, I'm talking divine masculine, divine feminine. We all have both. Okay, so I do feel that for a lot of you, you may be very masculine energy, who dates very feminine kind of energy, regardless of their genders. Okay, so because, you know, we quite often can see females presenting as masculine and vice versa. But that was the crossroads there. Choice of direction here, getting on the right path for yourself, going out and meeting people, choosing to get your head out of the clouds, stop thinking about the negative stuff, stop overthinking all the negative, you know, illusion stuff, because the more that you overthink it, the more you get stuck in those illusions, and that's the fantasy that you get stuck in. But we do see, you know, putting your thoughts towards, you know, the feminine energy, nurturing emotions within yourself. Okay, even if you're not actually, you know, physically dating anybody, it's the mindset I'm seeing here. The mindset of getting back out there is what I'm kind of seeing here. Getting ready, preparing for some sort of union is what's coming through here. But definitely going on some dates for some of you there. So you know, if that's you, get out there and start dating. Okay. And blue adventuring. I don't know why the blue adventuring heart wanted to be shown to you today, Scorpio. That's a bit random, but there you go. That's what we have for you. More than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and I will move on over to our Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius. Checking in on Sagittarius. What's going on for our Sagittarians? Saggy, what's going on for our Sagittarius, please? Ah, Sagittarius. We have the moon coming through first, which is your intuition and your emotions at the surface when it comes to a relationship in your energy here. We have the ring there, followed by the masculine. Okay, so we don't really read the genders, but the masculine is somebody who is a little bit more, you know, non-emotional. We see you here in your emotions, in your intuition. This person is the opposite. Okay, you're reading as feminine, and they're reading as masculine. Okay, so this is you know, you a little bit in your emotions about this connection with this masculine. Okay, so they may be somebody who you know, controls their emotions very strongly. They may be someone who's sort of very leadership, boss kind of vibes, especially with the mountain coming out as well. That is the Capricorn card. So with the masculine and the mountain beside each other, this person is probably very, very, you know, in control in some way, shape or form of their emotions, of the relationship, those sorts of things. But you seem to be very in your emotions there, and we do see that it's kind of like a big challenge or an obstacle in your path, a delay with this person. You're seeing this person as the obstacle, as the blockage to the connection, and that's what's gotten you in your emotions this week, Sagittarius. I do feel as though you are sort of seeing this other person as the blockage, the challenge that you're having to face. But with the mountain there, it takes a bit of hard work, but we can get over that. Okay, so I'll just check for some advice for you with this situation. Sagittarius, advice for Sagittarius with this situation, please. Now, because I'm not necessarily, it's not necessarily a love thing. Okay, it could be a strong relationship or connection that you have with anyone in your life, co-workers, friends, family. But the advice you're being given is fight it out. Not gonna lie, we have the whip coming through with the key. Okay, so the whip is an argument. It's communication that sometimes can be a little bit, it's trouble, a bit of tension, a bit of conflict between you and this person. But with the key there, it kind of shows us that you kind of need to, work through that conflict. That's the struggle that's going to help you get up this hill. It's like a little bit of duke it out, fight it out kind of energy. Fight it out, because what happens when you get through some conflict with somebody, you both actually learn how to open up to each other in a different kind of a way. You open up to that person and you be very honest and open about how you feel, maybe in a little bit of a jarring kind of a way, but you are very open and honest about what's going on for you emotionally. And then it's up to that person to, come back with, what we see on the other side of conflict is resolutions to the conflict, and working out a way together to get through these things, communicate better, to resolve conflicts better in the future. Okay, so it's kind of telling us that, you got to go through the storm in order to, come out into the clear, beautiful, sunshiny day on the other side, which the key really is sunshiny day on the other side. This is, new opportunities, new doors opening here, things opening up, so opening up to each other a little bit more, being more open and honest with each other, finding success, so finding successful resolutions to the problems, to the challenges, to the obstacles, between yourself and this person, even if they're just like, total little nonsensical, like nonsense problems. It sometimes we need to fight it out in order to get to the other side. And I'm not telling you to, literally fight. When I say fight it out, that's just sort of, going through the conflict, going through the for some of you, I do feel like it is maybe a verbal argument coming through here. Sagittarius, what's going on for Sagittarius with love and romance? Love and romance for Sagittarius. But yeah, we don't learn. Sometimes without conflict, we don't learn. And we don't know how to get through it on the other side. Which I am seeing that for some of you, this definitely is a romantic argument, because we do have the barrier coming through for love and romance as well. That one does say find ways around obstacles to find happiness, which is pretty much exactly what we just spoke about. We do have strength coming through here as well. The power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. So if you both love each other and this connection is strong, there's ways to get through this, okay? Sometimes we need to have the conflict to resolve the conflicts so that that same conflict doesn't arise again in the future. Sorry if that's not what you wanted to hear, Sagittarius. My best advice would just be approach it as calmly as possible. Don't let it get out of control. We're looking at an outcome of resolution here, how to fix this, not to just fight for the sake of fighting, okay? So that's what we have for you, though. You are more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Keep an eye out for the shadow work reading on Thursday, and I will move on over to our Capricorns. Capricorn. Checking in on Capricorn. What's going on for Capricorn? Checking in on Capricorn. What is going on for Capricorn, please? Lost in the sauce, Capricorn. What is this message? Why lost in the sauce? What does that even mean? Sometimes I get messages and I have no clue what they even mean. Like I think I've heard that phrase before, lost in the sauce, but I do not know what it means. That's what I'm getting though. I'm seeing two people in your energy here. Which one is you? Clarify these two energies, please. Clarify that first person and that other card. Clarify that first person, please. Clarify this second person in Capricorn's energy, please. Okay, so I feel like the second person is you, Capricorn. Why am I being shown this message for Capricorn? Clarify this message for Capricorn. Why are we seeing this message? What does it mean? Yeah, but how is it relevant? Seeing a description of present doesn't show where it's going or what's happening. Oh, Capricorn. I'm just going to pull your love card straight away because I do feel that for a lot of you this is a love situation. Love and romance for Capricorn, please. Love and romance for Capricorn, please. Definitely some sort of love thing, Capricorn. This, oh my goodness, this, okay, so we're seeing the mouse with the masculine. Okay, so I'm reading the masculine energy as somebody else, okay? I'm reading your energy as this feminine that came through with the anchor. So you, Capricorn, you're steady, you're reliable, you're dependable, you're secure, okay? Albeit maybe a little bit stuck emotionally. I feel for some of you, you may be just feeling a little bit stuck about knowing where to go with this situation. But overall, you're very reliable, dependable, secure. We have you clarified by the cross. So, you know, any emotions that you are a little bit stuck with, it's because certain things feel like a little bit of a burden here with this situation. It's kind of like this is your cross to bear. Because you're spiritual, Capricorn. This is your, that's the spiritual card, that cross. So you kind of know that I'm kind of stuck with this destiny. This is what you're kind of telling, this is what you're kind of saying to yourself. It's like, yeah, okay, I got to take this because this is, just part of my destiny. I've got faith that this is where I'm supposed to be, even if I do feel like I'm a little bit stuck and confused and I don't know what is going on with this person, because this person, the masculine with the mouse, the masculine is a lot more like non-emotional, trying to like, it's like they're trying to, they're so stressed about their emotions that they're trying to control their emotions. They're trying to lose their emotions in some kind of way. They're trying to push their emotions away, pretend that they don't exist. They have a very strong sense of that. There's like there's a lot of emotions eating away at this person, a lot of stress eating away at this person. They're trying to really control them and ignore them is what I'm kind of getting. They may have suffered a lot of loss, grief, feeling as though things are being taken from them. They may even feel as though they've lost you, Capricorn. But clarifying them, here we have the ship. So they're like ready to jump on that ship and set sail towards you anyway. They're like, maybe I've lost my chance with Capricorn, but it's kind of a little bit feeling like swept away. It's like such a weird energy. Their energy is kind of full on. I'm not going to lie, because they've got so much emotions there, but they're ignoring them. So it's like I can't read their emotions easily, because it's like they're in this huge big fight with themselves, and it's like part of them wants to put this in the past. The other part of them wants to come flying towards you. They do, there is this element of part of the ship keeps coming through here, Capricorn, because I am a Capricorn myself, and sometimes messages come through very personally for me, so that I can understand what it means. And I'll let you know that for me, I know exactly why we're seeing the ship for that person. So I could tell who that person, that's somebody else around you. And it's because they are part of the ship. Okay. And if anyone hasn't heard me talk about the part of the ship reference before, it's out of Pirates of the Caribbean, where they, when they've been on the ship for so long that they start to become literally part of the ship, and they grow sea life on them and stuff. So I know that represents a masculine in my life personally. But for you here, Capricorn, it's representing this person. And with the mouse on their side, they are a little stress head. They have probably suffered a lot of loss. They maybe, like I said, feel like they've lost you, or they're trying to lose you, but then they're trying to come in. It's like they don't know which way is up at the moment, Capricorn, because, clarifying that message, I have the lily, followed by the tower, followed by the clouds. So there's strong elements here of this person stuck up in their own head, in isolation. They're isolating themselves into their own thoughts here. They're overthinking, they're stressed, they're maybe anxiety, depression. And it's all coming from emotions and knowing that things are long term. It's kind of like what I'm getting here, Capricorn. It's very reminiscent of my own situation, which is specifically, I know stuff. Okay, I know stuff. This person refuses. This person refuses, even though they know it. They feel it. Their intuition is trying to tell them. The universe has been trying to tell them. I know it. I've accepted it. I know it, right? They're refusing it. They keep trying to push it away and push it away and push it away. It's been going on for a while. There's a bit of an age gap probably between the two of you, or you've known this person for quite a long time already. We have the feelings card. Take the time to explore the deep emotions you are experiencing. So that's part of why they're up in their head, isolating themselves up in their little tower, overthinking things, because they're trying to work out why they feel this way. Like I said, Capricorn already knows. Capricorn's already settled in this energy. Capricorn's settled, and Capricorn knows, look, whatever. If it's supposed to happen, it's going to happen. Time will tell. So I don't know why this is coming through in your reading, Capricorn, because you're settled. It's this person who's all over the shop. 1111. 1111 is an important number for twin flames, symbolizing harmony and balance in soulmates. So for a lot of you, this may be a twin flame situation. Maybe even if it's not a twin flame situation, it's a very strong soul connection between you and this person. They are fighting their feelings. You are like, whatever, come what may. Capricorn's ready to roll with it. Whatever happens. Whether I feel like you Capricorn, you're probably very muchly like me, and you're very muchly like either work your ish out, or do you know what? I'll just see what else comes my way. If I have a lot of spiritual connection. I have a lot of faith in things working out the way that they're supposed to. A lot of you may be getting a lot of synchronicity stuff happening around you as well. The outcome here, the reason we're being shown this is because the sun comes to light. Things come to light at the end of the day. Do you know what the sun brings with it though? Happiness. But there's a choice coming to light, a decision. This is the crossroad. Okay, so happiness is the path that is going to be chosen here for a lot of you. So whatever that means for this person, they will reveal that they are choosing you, I feel, Capricorn, for a lot of you, because we have the key where they're opening up to this opportunity with you, to success with you. So, we do have some really positive energy in the outcomes, but, this person's energy, they are all over the shop. They are up in their feelings and they don't know how to deal. They're trying to push them away big time, Capricorn. They will get there. Just, is it going to be in time for you, Capricorn? I don't know. Free will, Capricorn. You have the choice to, if your soulmate is not pulling their weight, you, Capricorn, are able to ask for a new soulmate. Okay? If you are not happy with that soulmate, you have free will. You can choose to have another soulmate. If you choose to manifest a new soulmate, that's fine. Okay? If you choose to wait for this person, good luck to us all. Okay? Not going to lie, Capricorn. Good luck to us all, myself included. All right? Capricorn. Capricorn. What am I going to say? Okay. You guys already know. Like, every time I do Capricorn readings, you guys are like very connected, and you already know what's happening. And I don't know why it's coming through in your message, because you already know it all. Like, obviously, maybe it was just to let you know that, there is a potential positive outcomes at the end of the day. Is it worth waiting for? Should you wait or choose to find something new? Choose to exert your own free will for a while, Capricorn. Look after yourself. Don't worry about this person, honestly. Look after what you deserve and need. And if they're not going to pull their side of the soul contract, that's their problem, not yours. Okay? So more than welcome to check your other placements, cross-watch as well. Moving on to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, checking in on you. Checking in on Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius, please? Aquarius, checking in on Aquarius. Ooh. Aquarius. Firstly, we have the dog and the tower. So this is a friend from your past. A friend that you've built a very strong foundation with. It may not be a friend, Aquarius. For some of you, it's a friend. For others of you, this is somebody that you have loyalty to. There's somebody that you've spent a lot of time with, I feel, for a lot of you. Maybe in the past, though. Maybe not recently. Because, with the Tower there, this could be somebody older than you. This could be somebody from your past. This could be somebody from your foundation, that, as in your childhood, that you may have known for a very long time. At one point, this person was some sort of companion to you. Whatever that relationship looked like, it's going to be different for everyone, okay? Because for some of you, I am picking up that it's like an ex that you may have dated for just a small amount of time. For others of you, this is somebody who's just been a friend for a very long time. Interesting thing, though, Aquarius, we see the tree. There's about to be some very big growth in this situation with this person. Okay, the tree does talk about growth, learning more. This person, I feel like this is this person's tree. So they have they've grown a lot, they've matured a lot. So if you haven't seen this person in a while, they have actually grown quite a lot and matured quite a lot, and healed. I feel it important to mention for some of you that they have healed a lot as well. And I'm picking up for some of you that there's been physical healing for some of these people, that there has actually been the need for some sort of physical healing. Like I'm getting like like physical therapy of some sort. This person may have had to, maybe you haven't seen them for a while because they've been busy physical therapy, and then now they're coming back around because they're kind of like, all this time to myself healing, Aquarius, it's made me realize that I love you. We have the heart. No matter how long it's been, Aquarius, you're still in my heart. You still are the central piece to my heart. I feel like for a lot of you, that this is love. They love you. They don't want to be just friends anymore. They love you. Looking at love and romance for Aquarius. Looking at love and romance for Aquarius. For some of you, it may just be more along... Okay, maybe not. I was going to say it may be more along the lines of, family, familial love, like unconditional love. But the hidden energy on the bottom of the deck, we have love. Love can conquer everything. So for some of you, this person is going to be telling you, I never would have healed if I didn't have you in mind to heal for. That's deep, Aquarius. So there has been some barriers, though, okay? There may still be some more barriers here. Find ways around obstacles to find the happiness. But guess what? Love can conquer anything. This person is willing to conquer anything they have to in order to try to make it work with you. Because we have the heart coming through here as well. You start to feel your heart beat faster as they get closer. So they're coming. They're coming for you, Aquarius. They're not very far away. Okay? It's not far away. They've taken some time to heal. They've taken some time maybe, stuck up in their own headspace, healing. Double heart and the love. Double heart energy and love. You are a big chunk of this person's heart, Aquarius, and they're coming to tell you soon. Okay. Anything else Aquarius needs to know about that? Anything else Aquarius needs to know about that situation? They're coming. We have the letter. Communication is on the way. All right. And the ship on the bottom of the deck there. They're on the way. Good news is incoming. It's going to happen relatively quickly too, I feel. You may hear from this person this week, okay, if you haven't already, for some of you. So some of you, I feel like, just intuitively, I'm picking up, some of you have forgotten all about this person. It's been so long since you've seen them. You forgot all about this person. But here they come. Interesting. Interesting. Keep me posted. I love a good bit of love gossip. Let me know what happens. I would love to hear all about it, Aquarius. That's what we have for you. More than welcome to check your other placements. Subscribe, and I'll move on to Pisces. Pisces, what's going on for our Pisces? Checking in on Pisces. Checking in on Pisces, please. Oh, Pisces. Is it a Gemini? Is it a Gemini, or is it money that you can't stop thinking about, Pisces? We have the fish followed by the clouds. Can't stop thinking about it one way or another. I think you're actually overthinking it a little bit here. Up in your emotions a lot here. We have the moon. Your intuition is telling you that this is that you're about to be. We have the ring, so that the cycle is closing. That the commitment is coming. That the contract is coming, and contract is ending. The new contract starting. Emotional commitments, connections, relationship. I can't. Some of you, I may be getting a split energy here. Clarify the fish. Who or what is the fish to Pisces, please? Still getting a split. You've been stressed about this, though. We have the garden clarifying that fish. So for some of you, this is dating, finding, I've got to find my little fishy. There's lots of fish in the sea. You know that phrase? This is my dating card. So meeting up with people. I've got to find my little fishy. For some of you, it's a Gemini. But for others, I'm still getting this split energy. For some of you, this is financial. So for some of you, you may be it may have to do with like work conferences or meetings that you're having to have, financial meetings or work meetings or work events where you're needing to sort of network, needing to financially support social media. I'm getting there as well. So it's like financial avenues that some of you here, where you're trying to, compromise and have meetings about how can we do this and do that financially. But you are very, very conflicted in your own thoughts here. And I feel your emotions may be very conflicted as well. Clarify this ring energy for Pisces, please. Yeah, I feel like you're very, very conflicted, but when I've asked to clarify the ring, we've got the scythe and the clover. So it's kind of like you will be making some sort of impulsive jump in the deep end kind of decision here. I do feel as though there's something about this commitment or contract where you will just decide to sort of jump in the deep end and take the chance. Invest in this relationship or financial situation. It's telling you to take a chance, to invest, sort of thing. Make a sudden, unexpected, impulsive decision, changing the situation one way or another. Jump in the deep end, Pisces. Jump in the deep end. But like I said, for some of you, it's going to be a financial thing, like to do with your physical wealth, And then for others of you, it's to do with a person, more along the lines of like love situations, dating situations. You may be meeting a Gemini. This may be a Gemini that's on your mind already. But you're overthinking it, and you're in conflict in your thoughts a little bit here. So my personal advice would be to try to stop punishing yourself with the way that you're thinking about things, because you're actually, the more you're overthinking this and the more you're thinking about it, you're actually like clouding your own judgment here, and you're tangling yourself up inside your head a little bit here. You are creating more anxiety there. It's kind of telling you to jump in the deep end, Pisces. Stop thinking about it so much and start just jumping. Jump without, it does feel like there's a reason for jumping, It's like it wouldn't tell me to tell you to jump in the deep end if there's not someone to catch you at the bottom. Outcomes for Pisces with this situation. Outcome for Pisces with this situation. Love. We have the heart. So yeah, it's all good. Jump in the deep end. The sun at the bottom too. Happiness. It leads to all good places. Jump in, take the risk, take the chance, invest. What's going on for Pisces with love and romance? Love and romance for Pisces, please. I'm seeing the allure card, which does say consider this situation carefully, but I feel as though you're considering this situation. When I'm seeing the clouds and the whip over there, you're like because yeah, I don't think I showed you that. The whip clarified the clouds, which just shows me that you're in conflict. Your overthinking is creating a lot of conflict for you, that you're only thinking about the negative stuff. So consider the situation carefully and think about, accept that positive results could come. Stop overthinking about, only the bad things are going to happen. Start thinking about, but hang on, what are the possible good things that could happen as well? I'm showing you the wrong card. That's the allure. Consider this situation carefully. Consider both sides of the coin, the positive and the negative, okay? Not just the negative. You're a bit trapped in the negative thoughts, okay? Accept is that other card. Be prepared to accept what fate has in store for you. Love. Happiness. Be prepared to accept it, Pisces. Take the chance. Jump on in the deep end. It's going to work out for you. Okay? That's what we have for you today, Pisces. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Let me know when you jump in the deep end and how that goes. Love you guys, and I'll see you all again soon.